Hi, this is Beth from All Aware of Light. Blessings, everyone. Thought I'd do another one. I'm kind of on a roll. And I need to say that sometimes I may be thinking in my head I'm going to do a certain reading, but the guides just take me someplace else and I just kind of have to go with it. So I had some intentions of some subjects that I wanted to do tonight, and now they've got me doing something totally different. I guess I'm going to be doing a reading on Jared Kushner and Ivanka. At least start off with them and see if the other kids come in. So I'm just going to listen. What guides are you trying to tell me about Jared Kushner and Ivanka? What's going on? Oh, and I've got Don Jr., I think, popping in too. Hold on. So this is Ivanka and Don Jr., and this has to do with their reaction to the District Attorney Vance, is it Cyrus Vance, District Attorney, coming out and say, hey, we are investigating the Trump organization for the insurance and bank fraud. Suddenly, I feel like cold water being thrown on them. I feel like this cold water being thrown on them. They're worried. They are worried because I think people had kind of assumed that the framework of some of it, well, at least a portion of this from the district attorney in New York, had to do with the payoffs, the payoff, the money that was paid off before the election, and this kind of expanded it. This is cold water on them. So I'm feeling they didn't. They're worried now because they're feeling like this is more, it's a bigger, I'm seeing a larger net. And this is just from the New York district, the Manhattan district attorney. Hold on a second. God, he's got so many different pieces of being investigated by so many different places still. But anyway, let me just refocus. Hold on. They are worried. This implicates them, is what I'm being told. This implicates them because of being involved in the Trump organization. They're worried. This is a lot of worry for them. I'm literally feeling Don Jr., like they're talking to lawyers. This is a little bit of a cold water. They were not expecting that this was going to be thrown out there this way. Okay, hold on a second. They're trying to delay because they're trying to get through, I think, statute of limitations. I almost get them, I keep hearing Don Jr. So like I said, the guides will take me where they take me. Like delay or do something. It's almost like frustration and do something. Almost like a fit. Okay, hold on a second. So now I'm shifting over. Yeah, Ivanka. Man, this has got some stuff with Ivanka too. I'm seeing like her hands are dirty. Like her perfect little Ivanka. Plasticky, perfect little Ivanka has dirty hands. So, those two are worried right now. I'm telling you, those two are worried. Hold on. They're all afraid that it can't be out, that maybe they can't outrun it. Like there's been a certain element of they've been getting away with things and getting away with things and getting away with things for so long, and then they had the world at their feet with, him being elected, and they've been making tons of money and all these connections. Oh my God, all the connections. And now I get this feeling of them becoming very worried about the election, very worried about, it's like, what's the expression? Like when the fox is running and the dogs are at their heels, like dogs are at their heels. And I'm feeling, that's what I'm literally seeing, like harsh dogs, barking, dogs that are chasing people kind of dogs. Hold on a second. It's loud. Getting these loud dogs. Hold on. Things are, and then I get the other image that they're showing me is like if you were in a hole, you've been digging a hole, and you've been digging a hole, and you've been digging a hole, sometimes you don't dig it right, and it starts to fall in on you. And I'm getting that this is the hole starting to fall in on them. Okay, I guess this reading is Ivanka and Dawn more. Hold on. They're all in trouble. I'm hearing they're all in trouble. Dawn, Ivanka, Eric, they all have their little hands of various forms of dirt. Okay, hold on. They're worried. I just get worry, fear. They're looking at strategies, lawyers, delay. What can we delay? Delay. And there may be some changes in attorneys for them. I don't even know who their attorneys are, because I feel them almost like they may end up bringing on more criminal. Like, I don't know, suddenly I feel like some higher, more, or at least they're going to be shopping for some criminal attorneys in this kind of thing, this kind of sphere. Okay, hold on, let me see. I think they're going to take me over to Jared Kushner. What's going on with Jared Kushner? So I know Vanity Fair had an article out where one of the things that was said, they were talking about how this went down. One of the things was Jared Kushner, there was a plan of how to be more, how to handle the C-19 and really get on it. And it was kind of like, well, this is just affecting the Democratic states that will play well politically for us. And Kushner kind of, well, that was from Kushner, right? So this just came out. Hold on. He didn't like that. Somebody talked. So I'm feeling somebody talked who was on that initial planning committee that he was involved in. And so they talked, and so he's unhappy about that. He's unhappy that that came out. He's worried about, could he have any fallout from that? But he's also arrogant. And his arrogance, he's not as smart as he thinks he is. Of course, he thinks he's very brilliant. And he's been getting away with a lot too. So they've all been getting away with things. And when you get away with things, and you keep getting away with things, and you keep getting away with things, you may start to think you're always going to be able to get away with things. And I feel like Jared Kushner kind of feels that way, even though he should know better, because his dad stopped getting away with things at one point, right? Hold on, let me fill him some more. He's got so much stuff. I still feel like things are going to come out more about the Saudis and what was agreed could happen to people, and Jared Kushner's been he's been played by some people, let's put it that way, for money. I'm getting this feeling like he thinks he's going to be able to always be in this little rarefied place, this rarefied state. And he's not understanding that if Trump goes down, they lose that role. There's going to be, I'm getting telephone call things again. I got that last reading. I'm getting, there's going to be a time in his life where people are no longer going to pick up the phone when he calls them, right? They're no longer going to pick up the phone when he calls them. They're no longer going to go to the phone when he calls them. And it's going to be very shocking to him. And I also feel he is not done with his consequences for actions during these last years. And I feel at some point a real loss of money. And I don't know exactly where that's coming from. I'm not seeing in gel, I'm not getting that at least not in this reading. I'm not getting that, but I'm getting there are consequences coming for him sooner than he thinks. So here's another scattered reading for me. I'm sorry. Because I don't do the cards and, stuff just comes through. Sometimes it's kind of, I feel like I'm wrangling the energy. I'm circling back around, and this is kind of how a reading can be sometimes. Yeah. So blessings, everyone. Have a good night.